Hello and welcome to IAS Origin. So today we will be discussing about the further topics of art and culture and moving forward with the Deccan style of temple architecture or the Vesara style of temple architecture. In the previous video, we have discussed the Nagara temple architecture and Dravidian. So before starting, I would like to ask one of the questions. Can you tell which is the literary source which talks about all the types of temple architecture? Yes, these are the kind of questions which are frequently asked in a prelims examination. And the answer is Shilpa Shastram. Yes, this talks about all the three types of temple architecture, be it Nagara temple architecture, be it Dravidian temple architecture, or be it Deccan temple architecture. So, today we will be discussing in detail the Deccan temple architecture, which is also known as Vesara temple architecture. Before starting on to the topic, I would like to welcome you on IAS Origin and tell you that you can enroll with IAS Origin for Prelims cum Mains program, where you will be getting live classes, one-to-one mentorship session, unlimited recorded access to your classes, and the personalized strategy plan based on your needs. So let's discuss in detail the features of temple architecture. Now, Vesara. This is a name given to Deccan architecture. Deccan architecture mein Vesara style was most common in Karnataka region. Now when we talk about Karnataka region plus two dynasties played a great role. One was the Chalukya dynasty of Badami and another was the Rashtrakuta dynasty. They played a prominent role in building these Vesara style of temple architecture. Along with them, the Hosalya dynasty and Vijayanagar dynasty have also built this type of temples. So you need to remember, whenever Chalukyan temple and Rashtrakuta temple are being talked about, it will be Vesara style. Now this is a hybridization. Hybridization means mixture of Nagara style of architecture plus the Dravidian architecture of South India. So it is an amalgamation of both the features, like the plan of shrine, subsidiary shrines, Panchatana style. Now what was Panchatana style? The main shrine is for the main deity and there are other shrines surrounding the main shrine जो subsidiary deities को dedicate की जाती है, like the Deoghar temple in Uttar Pradesh, Lalitpur district. Okay, that was Nagara style. So यहाँ Nagara style का same pattern follow होता है shrines में Panchatana styles. So this is a similarity to Nagara school. Similarly, the Dravidian influence is also quite visible in the Vimana. जो शिखर का पार्ट रहता है उसमें जो carvings रहती हैं, they are similar to the Dravidian temple of the Chalukyas in the first part of the Chalukyan rule. Now, for example, like we talk about Kailashnath temple at Ellora. This is a magnificent example of Deccan architecture. But Kailashnath temple जो Ellora में है, उसके major features जो हैं, वो Dravidian temple से resemble करते हैं rather than Nagara temple. Now here you need to remember the Kailashnath temple at Kanchipuram was built by Pallava rulers. But here Kailashnath temple at Ellora is built by Krishna I of Rashtrakuta dynasty. Please learn the names, which ruler had built which temple, because they are again and again asked in the prelims question for match the followings. Also in the statement based question, which dynasty built which temple. Okay, so this is a Dravidian building and here is a Nandi shrine because यहाँ पे vehicle जो है शिव जी का, उसको एक श्राइन डेडिकेट की गई है, प्लस यहाँ पे गौपुरम्स हैं. गौपुरम इज अ फीचर ऑफ Dravidian temple architecture. Large gateways रहते थे. So similarly in the Kailashnath temple, large gateways are there and there are many subsidiary shrines and an imposing tower or Vimana rising 30 meters. Now Kailashnath temple की बात की जाए तो Kailashnath temple is one of the most striking temple and this is also the monolithic temple. Monolithic means एक single stone से carve out हुआ है. So we can see कि ये जो temple architecture है, that is rock cut. एक पर्टिकुलर रॉक को कट के बनाया गया है एंड देन ऑन विद द टाइम इन फ्यूचर दिस रॉक कट आर्किटेक्चर चेंज्ड इनटू स्ट्रक्चरल आर्किटेक्चर. टेम्पल स्ट्रक्चरल आर्किटेक्चर में आ गए थे जहां वेरियस स्टोन स्लैब्स से नीचे से बिल्ड किए जाते थे. सो दिस इज अ स्ट्राइकिंग फीचर ऑफ कैलाशनाथ टेम्पल. नाउ दिस इज अ पिक्चर अटैच्ड ऑफ विरूपक्षी टेम्पल. Virupaksha temple is a striking temple of Chalukyan dynasty. Now here you can see this Vimana. This is a pyramidal. यहाँ पे जा रहा है pyramidal just like the South Indian Dravidian temples. So Virupakshi temple is the greatest example of Chalukyan dynasty. Similarly, this is the Lad Khan temple of Aiyol. Lad Khan temple, Aiyol. This is also built by the Chalukyan dynasty. So these are the names to be revised. Here you can see पुराने जमाने के नगरा टेम्पल रहते थे, जैसे कि रेक्टेंगुलर मंडपा जो है, स्टोन स्लैब्ड फ्लैट रूफ. दीज आर द प्रोमिनेंट ट्रेडिशनल नगरा स्टाइल टेम्पल आर्किटेक्चर जिसके बेसिस पे ये बना है. लाड खान टेम्पल एट अयोल. यहाँ पे नटराजा का स्कल्पचर भी मिलता है हमको. शिवा इज डिपिक्टेड इन वेरियस फॉर्म्स. रावण शेकिंग द पहाड़ी एट द अयोल. Yes, it is found at Aiyol. So you need to learn where or what type of sculptures are found. So this was the Rashtrakuta and Chalukya's dynasty. Now when we talk about Hoshalya temple architecture, this also comes under the Deccan temple architecture or the Vesara temple architecture. There are multiple shrines. Now here many shrines are there grouped around a central pillared hall. Now when we talk about pillars, इनके जो pillars पे carvings हैं, they are similar to Nagara style of architecture, intricately designed on a stone platform, star shaped. Now platform, raised platform पे कोई भी temple बनेगा, that is a feature of Nagara temple architecture. बताया था that platform के basis पे रहता था जिसपे stairs lead करते थे. So here also platform is used and this platform is star shaped over here. Okay, Hoshalya temple architecture star shaped platform होता है. This is a striking feature, need to learn it. Next is a Vijayanagar architecture. Now when we talk about Vijayanagar architecture, नगरा और द्रविडियन के साथ साथ यहाँ पे अपन को देखने को मिलता है Islamic influence. Yes, Islamic influence is quite visible in Vijayanagar architecture and they are characterized by ornate pillars. Now यहाँ पे जो ornate pillars रहते थे, इसमें geometric patterns का भी use किया जाता है and this geometric pattern is a feature of Islamic art and architecture. So ornated pillars, halls and Raya Gopurams. Now you need to keep this in mind. It can be asked, Raya Gopuram is a striking feature of what? Which dynasty? So Vijayanagar dynasty is the answer. वहां पे गोपुरम्स या मंडपम्स को राया गोपुरम कहा जाता था. जैसे रेखा पीड़ा देओला are a part of Odisha temple architecture. So here Raya Gopurams of Vijayanagar. They have a monumental tower and adorned with life-size figure of god and goddesses that stand at the entrance of the temple. Now Dravidian temple में entrance में Dwarpalas were there. Nagar temple में entrance में Ganga Yamuna as a deities were depicted. Here in the Vijayanagar temple, god and goddesses stand at the entrance of the temple. So Vijayanagar temple are also known for the carved pillars. This is a feature. This can be asked. Vijayanagar temple में carved थे pillars या uncarved थे, plain थे. So they have carved pillars. Okay. Next is they have charging horses, figures from the Hindu mythology Yali. Learn these keywords like Yali. Yali is a feature of Vijayanagar temple architecture. Now this is a Vijayanagar temple. Now here you can see the bigger shrine. The bigger shrine was built for the male deities, जो male deity रहती थी, and the smaller subsidiary shrine was dedicated to the female deity. This is also a feature of Vijayanagar temple architecture, that female deity used to be given the smaller subsidiary shrines. Now let's talk in short about the Buddhist temple also. Now when we talk about Buddhist temple, they are very unusual because they do not belong to either the Nagara style na hi Dravidian style ko. They have a unique feature because if we talk about Buddhist architecture, they are influenced by various travelers जो वहाँ से travel आए, Buddhist monasteries बनाई, वहाँ पे Buddhism की study की. They have a mingled of features over there. For example, the foundation of monastery was laid by Kumar Gupta I. Kumar Gupta I ने पहली बार आती है and we see the Nalanda University. नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी में वेरियस डिपिक्शन है बुद्धा के, लाइक बोधिसत्वास का डिपिक्शन है. फॉर एग्जांपल मंजुश्री डिपिक्टिंग बुद्धा इन विजडम फॉर्म. ओके, देन सिमिलरली वज्रयाना, आलोकेतेश्वर. So all these depiction of bodhisattva can be seen in Nalanda University, and these Buddhist monasteries after Nalanda came in many other places like in Odisha and Lalitgiri, Vajragiri and Ratnagiri. You need to learn these places. It can be asked which of the following places have Buddhist monastery and which do not. So elimination can be asked or selection. Lalitgiri, Vajragiri and Ratnagiri are the places जहाँ पे Buddhist monasteries देखने को मिलती हैं. So next, this is a picture of Bodh Gaya temple of Buddhism. Now here you can see Shikhar is normal like Nagara temple, but other features do not belong to the Nagara or the Dravidian temple. They are totally different. So they have a unique pattern of architecture in Buddhism. Now, when we talk about Jain temples, just like the Hindus, Jains also believed in building different types of temples. इसलिए उनके temple भी all over India मिलते हैं. But one thing need to be noticed that उनके temples are not that much prominent in the hilly areas or to the extreme north. Okay, so basically their pilgrim site can be located at various places. For example, बिहार में बहुत famous pilgrim sites हैं, and also in the Deccan. They are also found in Ellora and Aiyol. When I talk about Jain temples and Jain shrines, when we were talking about the Nagara temple में हमने पढ़ा था that in the Khajuraho temple, there are some shrines dedicated to the Jain temples. So Khajuraho has a temple architecture of Jain as well. Similarly, Ellora and Aiyol have the subsidiary shrines for Jain temple as well. तो यहाँ पे दोनों religion पाए जाते हैं. Jainism plus Hinduism in Khajuraho, and in Ellora, Jainism, Hinduism and Buddhism, all the three religion can be found. Okay, similarly, Karnataka has a rich heritage of Jain shrine, and it has Shravanbelagola, the famous statue of Gomteshwara. Yes, Shravanbelagola is famous for attaining salvation. Over there, the Jain Tirthankar attained salvation. As a result, it is famous for the Gomteshwara statue. This is one of the most important site for the Jains. And the Jain temples at Mount Abu were constructed by the Vimal Shah. Now this can be asked, Vimal Shah is famous for which temple architecture? He is famous for the Jain temple architecture of Mount Abu. Next, moving forward with the hill temple architecture. Now hill temple architecture will be found in the Kumaon, Garbhal and the Himachal Pradesh Kashmir region. They also have a distinct kind of architecture. Now when we talk about hilly areas, they were in close proximity with the Gandhara style. टक्सिला के पास थे, और टक्सिला में गांधारा स्टाइल में किसका इन्फ्लुएंस था? ग्रीक्स का, ग्रीक्स की हेलेनिस्टिक फीचर्स का. सो द सेम फीचर्स विल आल्सो बी विजिबल इन द नॉर्थ इंडियाज हिली टेम्पल्स. हिली टेम्पल्स में गांधारा आर्ट का इन्फ्लुएंस है, प्लस द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द गुप्ता पीरियड. गुप्ता पीरियड का भी इन्फ्लुएंस है. सो दे हैव अ मिक्सचर ऑफ गुप्ता एज वेल एज गांधारा. एंड दे आर ऑल्सो वुडन स्ट्रक्चर. वुड एक इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर की तरह यूज किया जाता था वहां पे. मैक्सिमम टेम्पल्स आर बिल्ड आउट ऑफ वुड, plus the sloping roofs. Sloping roofs probably because of the snowfall, so that the snow does not accumulate on the roofs area. So this was a striking feature and traditional in highlands. So this was common feature. While the main Garbhagriha and the Shikhara are built in the Rekha Prasada, means just like Nagara style के Rekha Prasada की तरह रहता था main shrine, and the Latina style at various locations in the highlands. The Mandapa is also a wooden building. So you can see wood was a prominent material used in building the hilly temples. The sculptures in Chamba. Now these are the famous sites, the Chamba of the hill temples, like those of the Shamalji, reflect a fusion of local customs with the post-Gupta features. So here you can see the confluence of various structures. For example, these. Here you can see the sloping roof, and this is a wooden structure. These are the hill. Yeah, this is also a hilly temple built in between a tank. So these are the different types of temple architectures: Nagara, Dravidian and Vesara style, plus some short description about the Jain, Buddhist and the hilly temples. Hope you are clear with the temple architecture of India, and we are done with the temple architecture series. We'll be moving forward with the further static topics in a further videos. Hope you like the video. Do like and comment, and for more such videos subscribe to our channel IAS Origin. Thank you.